Hello world, how are you?
Hi.
Everything fine?
Yes.
Окей. Давайте зробіть перекличку і будемо починати заняття. Let's start our lesson. Okay. So what about today's lesson? We are talking about ages and stages. So, what does it mean, ages and stages? It's a part of your life. So, age and stage. Age вік, stage – це є етап. Тобто етап віку, коли ти маленький, немовля, потім дорослішаєш, точніше стаєш тінейджер, після цього ти дорослішаєш і так далі. Це різні етапи життя. Ми сьогодні будемо говорити about generations, about ages and stages. So, first of all, let's do the exercise 2. Here, you'll see some earphones. We should listen it. We should listen that exercise, but I think so that it's simple, and we just read. Number the stage of life in the order that people reach them. Then listen and check. So, stages of life, тобто етапи життя. Всі тут вам відомі ці етапи життя людини?
Більшість.
Більшість. Добре, що вам не зрозуміло звідси?
Centenarian.
Так, be a centenarian – це є поза 100 років, коли людині є over 100 years old. Далі, ще що?
Be an infant.
Це бути немовлям, тобто бути таким грудним немовлям. Далі.
Be a toddler.
Be a toddler – це що? Це вже малюк, який починає ходити. Started walking.
Ну, young child – це маленька дитина.
Так. Be a young child – бути малою дитиною, тобто вже таким там від 3 і вище, до 6. Be elderly – це бути в поважному віці, тобто старші люди. Be in your teens, тобто бути тінейджером, бути підлітком. Be in your 20s. 20,
20.
та 20-ка, middle ages – це середній вік. Середній вік. Be an adult – це стати дорослим, тобто після 18 років. What about this exercise? So we need to put in the correct order from the young ages till the elderly. So what the first here we choose? What the first statement?
One more
Be an infant.
Так, правильно. Перше буде be an infant. Next one.
Be
What
a
the
toddler.
next stage? Yes, be a toddler. Correct.
Be a
Next.
young child.
Young child.
Be a young child. Good.
Be in your teens.
Yes.
Be an adult.
Great. Correct.
Be in your 20s.
Well done.
Be middle-aged.
Good.
І
Be elderly.
And the
be
last one.
a centenarian.
Be centenarian. Great. Well done. So, hope so that you understand everything here. Well, let's do the exercise for vocabulary. check the meaning. The meaning. Um, so let's see the chat. Okay, це перекличка. Так, meaning of the life events below. At what age are they most likely to happen, do you think? Put them in a group A till E. So compare your answer with your partner, with me. Do you agree? So life events before you are 20. What do you put here? What the parts of your even
Be
life?
born,
Yes, be born, of course, the first thing.
grow up,
Grow up. Next.
start school,
Start school. Good.
go to нет.
Before you are 20.
Maybe fall in love.
Yeah.
Yes, the first falling love. Yeah. Next.
That's all maybe. No. Be born там.
Be born, yes. We've got it. We talk about that.
Mm.
What does it mean be brought up by? What does it mean the phrasal words bring up?
Підраз. Чи як? Bring
Прошу?
up. Bring up. Кидати чи як? Bring.
Виховувати.
Yeah.
Bring up is here too.
Yeah.
The group
Before
A.
we are 20.
Before you're 20, of course. Your
Go
parents
to go to
bring up you.
university.
Go to university. Yes. Leave school.
Maybe somebody get your first job.
Leave home.
Yep, somebody got the first job, of course.
And drive. Learn to drive.
When learn to drive, yes. Yeah.
Maybe
When you got 18 years old, you can
yes.
go
Maybe
to.
leave home.
Yes.
If you
Somebody
go
do that.
to university in other city, you leave your home.
Yeah. Yeah, correct. So,
What mean pass away?
pass away, we talking about that. Passed away, це є, іншими словами, як помирати. Тобто відходити в вічність. Так.
And
Помирати.
retire.
А retire – це є йти на пенсію, відставка.
Mm-hmm.
Стати пенсіонером, тобто вже не робочий. Okay, what about B? From 20 to 40.
Buy a house or flat.
Okay.
Maybe get divorced.
You should do
Get married.
Get married, get divorced. Yes.
Also
Get
maybe
your first job.
Yes, get your first job.
Settle down.
have a change of
Settle
career.
down. Change your career, just like do.
Start a business.
Yes.
Start
a family.
family.
Start a family, correct.
Maybe have a change of career.
Mm.
Yes, just like you're doing right now, right? Change your career or start your first
Start
job.
career.
Somebody change, other one start new one. Well, that's it.
Inherit money, a house.
Yeah, you can do that.
Get engaged. Це ж
Get
заручитись, так?
engaged. Так, заручитись.
Engaged.
Get engaged, get divorced і get married. Вони подібні між собою. З однієї групи. Okay, good. What about C?
Maybe become
could
a
happen to-
grandparent.
Become a grandparent, yeah. Good. That part of your life. It's really actual. It's the usual.
Emigrate, maybe. Ну, в любом виде можно эмигрировать.
Yes, immigrate, get divorced, of course.
Retire.
Get
Something.
married. The third time.
If you get married, you fall in love.
Yeah, fall in love.
Get divorced, of course.
Start your new career. What do you think about
Yeah,
it?
maybe.
Maybe, yes. Retire.
Retired. Yeah, retired. Correct here. Well, what about over 60 years old?
Pass away.
Fall in love again.
And again,
Become
get
a
married.
grandparent.
Yes, become a grandparent. Great.
Buy a house or flat, maybe.
Yeah. At any time of age, you could
Yes.
what? You could immigrate somewhere, fall in love. Yeah, that you talk
Yeah.
about that.
Move house.
Yes, move a house.
Start a business. Why not?
Yeah, start a business.
Start study.
Yeah. Pass
And
away.
pass
Yeah.
away, yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. Well, let's listen the recording. When the four people talking about their experience, their background, and their families. So listen carefully, and we will do the exercise after that. Well,
Lesson 1A, exercises 5 and 6. 1.
My name's Bilal, and I live in Bradford in the north of England. Both sets of my grandparents emigrated from Pakistan in the 1960s, just before my parents were born. My dad worked on the buses, and my mum stayed at home and brought up the family. Dad would like a change of career, but it's a bit late for him now to change jobs. I think he's just looking forward to retiring. I've got a sister who's 25. She didn't leave home until last summer, when she got married. My dad wants me to go to university in Birmingham and study law. But I think I'd like to start my own business, creating computer games.
2.
Tell me a bit about your background, Sandra.
Well, I grew up in the village where my family has lived for generations. My great-great-granddad moved here from Birmingham in the 1930s looking for work.
What kind of work did he find?
He found a job on a farm just outside the village. He settled down, married a local girl and started a family. They worked incredibly hard and over the years they managed to save quite a bit of money and eventually bought a small farmhouse with some land.
And does your family still own that land?
Yes, it does. My great-great-grandparents had a son. When he got married, he bought more land and now the farm is quite big. I don't have any brothers or sisters, so one day I'll inherit it and keep it running.
3.
My mum met my dad while she was on holiday in France. She's British and he's French. They fell in love, got engaged after a week, and were married a month later. And then I was born. They named me Charlotte, as it's both an English and a French name. Anyway, unfortunately, the marriage didn't last. They split up when I was just a toddler and got divorced a few months later. I was brought up by my mum after she moved back to the UK. It was tough for her, being a single parent, but she went to university, got a degree, and then became a teacher. She met my stepdad at university, and they've been married for about 10 years.
4.
My name's Callum. My mum's parents were from poor working class families in Glasgow. They left school at 16 and didn't go to university. But they started a successful business and didn't retire until they were in their 70s. My mum inherited quite a bit of money when they passed away, but she didn't want to work in the family business and sold it. She moved south and settled down in Liverpool. She got married and took an office job, but she soon wanted a change of career. I think she was fed up with the cold, wet weather too, because she persuaded my dad to emigrate to Australia when I was 2. I'd love to visit Glasgow and Liverpool one day and see where my mum and her parents lived before emigrating.
Well, do you need to listen the recording again?
Yes, but maybe ну, по одному поговорю.
Okay, I do it
For
again.
example, 1 and when first end and we translate maybe and speak about it, but maybe second and third.
Okay, I do it again. All of them.
Lesson 1A, exercises 5 and 6. 1.
My name's Bilal, and I live in Bradford in the north of England. Both sets of my grandparents emigrated from Pakistan in the 1960s, just before my parents were born. My dad worked on the buses, and my mum stayed at home and brought up the family. Dad would like a change of career, but it's a bit late for him now to change jobs. I think he's just looking forward to retiring. I've got a sister who's 25. She didn't leave home until last summer, when she got married. My dad wants me to go to university in Birmingham and study law. But I think I'd like to start my own business, creating computer games.
2.
Tell me a bit about your background, Sandra.
Well, I grew up in the village where my family has lived for generations. My great-great-granddad moved here from Birmingham in the 1930s looking for work.
What kind of work did he find?
He found a job on a farm just outside the village. He settled down, married a local girl and started a family. They worked incredibly hard and over the years they managed to save quite a bit of money and eventually bought a small farmhouse with some land.
And does your family still own that land?
Yes, it does. My great-great-grandparents had a son. When he got married, he bought more land, and now the farm is quite big. I don't have any brothers or sisters, so one day I'll inherit it and keep it running.
3.
My mum met my dad while she was on holiday in France. She's British and he's French. They fell in love, got engaged after a week, and were married a month later. And then I was born. They named me Charlotte, as it's both an English and a French name. Anyway, unfortunately, the marriage didn't last. They split up when I was just a toddler and got divorced a few months later. I was brought up by my mum after she moved back to the UK. It was tough for her, being a single parent, but she went to university, got a degree, and then became a teacher. She met my stepdad at university, and they've been married for about 10 years.
4.
My name's Callum. My mum's parents were from poor working class families in Glasgow. They left school at 16 and didn't go to university. But they started a successful business and didn't retire until they were in their 70s. My mum inherited quite a bit of money when they passed away, but she didn't want to work in the family business and sold it. She moved south and settled down in Liverpool. She got married and took an office job, but she soon wanted a change of career. I think she was fed up with the cold, wet weather too, because she persuaded my dad to emigrate to Australia when I was 2. I'd love to visit Glasgow and Liverpool one day and see where my mum and her parents lived before emigrating.
Well, so everything clear here?
So.
Okay, let's split out on the part, right? Bilal's dad. The first person was Bilal's, right? Bilal. His name is Bilal. So what can you tell about him?
He lives in the north of England.
Yes,
He lives in the north of England, but in 1960s, his family left Pakistan and go abroad into the England.
Into the
dad,
UK, into England, into
UK.
the UK. Okay.
His dad changed the work and start to study law. Also, he has a sister. Before she left the house, she got married in 25.
Okay. So
also, he want to create his own business, computer games.
Okay, so yeah, correct. He wanna create his own business to develop the games, right?
Yes.
But what about Bilal's dad want that his son to get a job, to wanna study?
I forgot.
So what the correct answer here? A, B, or C?
Maybe B.
He's going to have a change of career. Yeah.
His dad wants that Bills go to university and study law.
Yeah, wants to study law. That what? Well, what about who wanna going to have a change of career? Is it true or not? His dad wanna have to change the career, but he's something that he is really old and he should go to retire, right?
Yeah.
Well, so the correct answer is wants to study law.
Yes.
Great, well done. Thanks a lot. What about the second, Sandra's family?
No.
Have owned numbers of farms, sold the first farm and bought the bigger one?
Yeah.
Or have owned the same farm for many years?
She grew up in the small village.
Yeah, correct.
Her family worked very hard.
She grew up because in the past.
Yes. Her granddad got married and buy small house or land also.
Small house and land, farmhouse and land.
Yes,
yeah.
Це все, що я запомнила.
Okay.
And grown parents have only one child. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
This child. So grandparents have on a farm, but then child bought a burger farm. No.
Want a bigger farm?
Yeah.
So what the correct answer here?
But I forget. They sold a farm and bought a new one, or have this farm and make it bigger.
She has owned the same farm
For many years.
many
Yes.
years, yes, because she inherited that farm from her grandparents.
Yes.
That's it. Well, what about the third?
Charlotte's mom and dad. Charlotte's mom was from England and dad from France.
Okay.
And
From British.
yes, from British. And they married. They married and have a daughter, but they get divorced when Charlotte was young, and Charlotte stayed with her
Was
mom.
a toddler, yeah?
Yeah, a toddler, and she stayed with her mom.
Yes, and
And
her mom
her mom go to
brought
university.
up her and go to the university.
Goes to university, study for a teacher.
Okay.
Not for a teacher.
Got
And
degrees and
yes,
became a teacher.
became a teacher at the university. Her mom meet her not stepfather.
Stepfather, correct.
Yes, and married him in the university. When she was in university.
Correct, well done.
Yeah.
So, what the correct answer here?
Has been married twice.
Yes, has been married twice. Well done. Next, Callum's parents.
Callum's parents.
They immigrate to Australia.
Yes, immigrate to Australia, correct. Why? Why they immigrated to Australia?
Maybe because his mom didn't want to get family business.
No, it's the main reason that Callum. Okay.
They were very poor.
No.
No.
Maybe lesson.
Is the reason about the Callum's mom? You wanna listen again? That last one.
Yes, the last one. Can you listen to because we forgot.
Okay.
Lesson 1A, 4.
My name's Callum. My mum's parents were from poor working class families in Glasgow. They left school at 16 and didn't go to university. But they started a successful business and didn't retire until they were in their 70s. My mum inherited quite a bit of money when they passed away, but she didn't want to work in the family business and sold it. She moved south and settled down in Liverpool. She got married and took an office job, but she soon wanted a change of career. I think she was fed up with the cold, wet weather too, because she persuaded my dad to emigrate to Australia when I was 2. I'd love to visit Glasgow and Liverpool one day and see where my mum and her parents lived before emigrating.
So? Okay, what the correct answer here? Callum's parents.
Callum's mom
left Britain many years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, left Britain many years ago. So, what the story about?
Story. No, Callum's parents Callum's mom was from a poor family,
Yeah.
and she didn't have a good education. The mom.
Yes. Didn't go to the university, right?
University. Yes, she leaves school at 16,
Yes, correct. Well done.
and
She left school.
yes, left school at 16, and I forget, she or her family start a business.
Yeah.
Her family start business.
Start business at the age of
Successful
17.
business, right?
Yes, but he didn't want to get family business.
Yes.
She.
She
Couple.
She also got married and changed career.
Yeah.
She
But what
wants.
about the business?
She
Swimming pool? Ні, щось там не
I
так.
don't know.
No, she sold the
She
business.
sold it.
yes,
Correct.
sold the business.
Yeah.
And they moved to Australia. Yeah.
And she sold the business and settled down in Liverpool, right?
Yes.
With and got the office job.
Yes.
Well, what about next? Why did they go or move to the Australia?
Bad weather.
Yes, because of bad weather, because the Combs mom fed up the cold England or British weather, and she pursued her husband to move to Australia.
When Columbus was 2 years.
Yes, correct. Well done. Добре, супер. Спільними зусиллями ми змогли з вами зробити це завдання. Що вам найважче в слуханні, тобто в listening? Найважче запам'ятати. Тобто не всі деталі запам'ятовуються вам. Ну, мається на увазі, не все розумієте.
No. As for me, hard to translate from English to Ukrainian, then translate from Ukrainian to English and say you what about in this text.
Okay, it's difficult to you. Well, but you understand just something from
Yes.
the stories. Okay, you need to have a practice to watching, I don't know, sitcoms or something like that. Without subtitles. Try to watching some films without subtitles and you practice your listening.
Like Friends, maybe.
Yeah, like Friends is the first step. Yes, or які ж там є ці сіткоми? Ну, їх, в принципі, багато. З легких можна починати.
Найпопулярніший, певно, тільки цей Friends.
Ще є When I Met My Mom, Your Mom.
Так, але там така собі англійська, там трохи важче вона.
Так, вона важча, ніж друзі, однозначно. Це вже другий рівень. It's your next level.
Ці два.
Elf
Next
is
level.
a good choice for me. Elf.
Elf? Correct, good. Or some cartoons, I don't know.
Yeah, start from cartoons.
And it's a good idea to starting from cartoons. Well, what the next one? Past simple. Ну, минулий час я, в принципі, вам це таке як повторення. Тут якраз йдеться мова, тут remember that there are no rules for affirmative forms, irregular verbs, go, when, тобто, and that the spelling changes with some irregular verbs. Тобто, що деякі відбувається подвоєння, коли додається ed до дієслова, відбувається подвоєння в односкладових словах, такі як stop, y змінюється на I. Ну, це такі елементарні речі, які вже повинні, в принципі, на рівень А2 знати. Чи в когось є проблеми з past simple? з минулим часом. От, власне, бачите, оце аудіювання йшлася мова в минулому часі. Правильно? Вони все говорили в минулому часі.
Так, так.
Про своє
До
минуле.
рівня А2 обов'язково знати до perfect. Там щось було.
Так, perfect. Ну, ясна річ, що ми будемо з вами йти до рівня B1 хоча б. Найкраще взагалі до B2.
Future in the
Там
past.
future, in the past, yes, passive voices, conditionals і так далі.
Clauses, ці conditional clauses.
Так. От, і gerund infinitive і так далі. Тобто, це повтор.
Gerund construction, yes.
Так, gerund infinitive, тобто герундій, інфінітив і так далі. Добре. Ви також прослуховували вже аж тричі ці аудіозаписи. Давайте зараз зробимо вправу 6 з пам'яті. My parents from Pakistan in 1960s is easy.
Immigrate from Pakistan.
Immigrated. Yes.
Immigrated. Yeah.
Okay, next.
Left home.
Left home until last summer when she
Was married.
Got married.
got married.
Got married.
Next.
I grew up.
Grew up.
Grew up, yes.
In the past simple, yes. In the village where the family has lived for, what does it mean, 4 generations?
Генерація.
Поколіннями, правильно. Тобто з покоління в покоління там всі сім'ї жили. Тобто вся її сім'я. Правильно. А що означає вираз for ages? Є такий вираз. I have not seen you for ages.
Роками вже
Дуже
довго
довго.
часу.
100 років. Це типу я 100 років тебе не бачу. Дуже довго. Добре. Далі. They managed to save quite a bit of money and eventually
Bought.
yes, but small farmhouse with some land. Correct. Next.
Fall in love.
Yes, fall in love. In the statements. And
Got.
yes, fell in love and got
Engaged.
good.
Engaged.
Next.
B. I was brought up by my mom.
Yes.
After she
back to the UK.
Came
back.
Mm,
Or immigrate.
not came.
Move.
I don't
Move
move.
back?
Yes. Yes. Moved.
Moved back.
Next.
They left school.
Yeah, left school at 16 and
Not go.
To university. Didn't go. Or
didn't
what?
go.
Didn't go.
not went.
Didn't go. Not went. О, це ж заперечення.
Because
Заперечення.
go.
Yes. Тому що в negative sentences we use the did and the negative
Didn't go.
that means no. Didn't. Yes, didn't go. Well, next. The last one.
Started.
Started, yes. They started a successful business and
And not retired.
yes, didn't retire
Didn't retire.
because it's negative. Well, what do we have to do next? Simple listening, speaking. So we are talking about your experience, your work experience, your studying, about your childhood, everything. So try to think up right now, imagine, and to create some, I don't know, a CV about from your childhood till now. What do you do? And what did you do? Тобто, іншими словами, починаючи з дитинства до зараз, складіть такий невеличке характеристику про себе. Розкажіть про себе. Свій досвід, коли ти так, там, в дитинстві, де ти жив, що робив. Так само, як ми слухали по listening, їхнє життя, about your life. From the childhood, what did you do when you were a teenager and till now? About your work experience or about your studying, where did you study? It's also the question at your in your interview.
Good. I can start.
Okay, I carefully listen.
Hi everybody. I am Volodya, and I was born in a small village Barkatів, but not far from Lviv. In the age of 12, I go to the.
At the age of 12.
Yes, at the age of 12, I go to the kindergarten. Yeah. Садик, як буде.
У віці 12
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten, yeah.
At age of 12? Sorry?
Yeah. No, not 12. 2. Sorry.
Я думаю, в kindergarten 12 років.
I go to the kindergarten. Then I went to the kindergarten. Then I go to school at the age of 6.
I went to school at the age of 6. I went to school.
At the age of 6, I went to school, and
your local school at your village?
Yes, but I leave the school after 9 class, and I moved to the college. But after second course,
in a year of 9, тобто в 9 класі, I left school.
I left school and entered the college.
Okay.
And but when I study at college, I
how the college is called?
Технологічний college.
Technical college.
Yes, from Lvivska Polytechnica, but I understand then
Lviv Polytechnic
Lviv Polytechnic Academy. But when I studied at college, I decided to have a degree, and I passed ZNO and moved to university.
And moved to university in which grade?
What?
Oh, який курс? Which grade?
First.
First grade. Okay.
Because I don't.
You left the college.
Because I don't. Yes, I left. I left the college. I didn't.
You didn't got degree there. You didn't got degree there.
Yes, because I decided that a degree in university is better than degree in college.
You wanna get the higher degree.
I moved to yes, and I passed ZNO and moved to university. And when I studied at the second course.
Second grade course.
Second grade, I decided to change something, and I decided to go to study at a web programmer, and so I go How University, Octon Web University, and now
You're going to the university and study at Octon Web, the web programming.
Yes.
Well done, well done.
So,
Thanks a lot. Well, great. Who else?
Okay, I can try. Do you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I was born in 2000 in a small city satellite of nuclear power plant. Its name is Nityshin. Then I go to kindergarten.
I went.
Went to the kindergarten, and then start to study in school. Finish 11 of classes and pass the exams, and I go to the university.
Went.
Now left
and entered.
and entered the university. Now I'm in third course of Lviv. It's hard. Lviv National University of Ivan Franko.
Okay.
I study history, but after second course, I go.
Great.
Yes, after second grade, I go to work and have some money for programming courses. Then I choose Octon Web, and now I'm here.
Then I chose. Але дивіться, ви говорите це дуже багато в теперішньому часі. Власне, тут треба говорити багато в минулому. І старатися якось більше розказати про себе. Тобто, ну, тут є хронологія подій однозначно, але трошки сухо. Тому що питання буде звучати однозначно. Вас будуть питатися, розкажіть, будь ласка, про свій досвід, наприклад, роботи. Або розкажіть про, де ви вчилися, чим займалися і так далі. То ви повинні якось так це гарно розказати, щоб це було цікаво, підготуватися таким чином. Щось таке скласти про себе, якесь таке резюме маленьке, вже починати. Добре, дякую. Thanks a lot. Who's next?
Maybe me.
Good. Старайтеся так ще розказувати щось там, крім того, чим ви займалися, улюблені уроки, хобі, ще крім того, щоб це все так в комплексі було, щоб це було так красиво. Ну, давайте.
Okay. I was born in the small town near the Khmelnytsky. In 6 years, I went to the school.
Near the Khmelnytsky. What? How called that town?
Izaslav.
Which one? Okay, Izaslav.
Named Izaslav.
It's called Izaslav. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry for interrupting.
In 6 years, I went to the school, and in the age of...
Я буду трошки так зупиняти вас там, щоб ми правильно говорили. Можна сказати, at the age of 6, у віці 6 років, або when I was 6, коли мені було 6, я щось там зробила, правильно? Або у віці 6 років, або мені було 6 років, і я щось зробила, правильно? Щоб ви вже формували правильно.
Okay, when I was 14, maybe, I decided that I will be a drawer. And I went to the art school and started learning. Як це правильно? Типу художнє мистецтво.
Art.
Yes, art. But after 2 years, I decided that I didn't want that I я не буду. That I want to be drawer.
I wanted. Я не хотів.
I wanted to be drawer, and I think it's very not
Boring.
popular and not
Well-paid job. Yeah.
Yes, not well-paid job. After that, my brother helped me to decide what will be good for me. Helped what will be good for me, and I thought that that I want to be computer programmer.
Тоді можна так сказати. I realized, я усвідомила.
I realized that I want to be computer programmer.
Good.
But I haven't anything that I haven't anything to start. I don't know what I should do that to start this career maybe. And I studied very well, and at the age of 17, I left my house and went to the Lviv.
Moved
to the Lviv.
To Lviv, but then
moved to Lviv and entered to the Lviv Polytechnic University.
And entered
to the Lviv Polytechnic University. На курс, чи правильно як це сказати? To Institute Telecommunication and Radio Engineering.
Okay, Radio Engineering and Telecommunication Institute. Well,
and I say for me that I want.
Now, you are studying right now at the university. Right now, you are studying at university.
Yes,
in which grade?
I study on 2 course, maybe. Yes.
Second grade.
I study on bachelor's degree 2 course.
Yes. Second grade. No, 2 course це є 2 курси. А другий порядковий це second. First, second, third.
Second course, bachelor's degree. I think in the future I will get a master's degree, of course, if I can.
If you finished.
And що за звуки?
I don't know.
Also, що таке розказати?
Народ, трошки.
Руслан, зам'ють всіх, будь ласка. Так, дякую.
Окей. Я продовжу, мабуть, так?
Yes.
Half year ago, типу півроку тому, так?
Yes.
Half year ago, I, як це ви казали, усвідомила це... Realized that I should to improve my skills and
should improve
my skills and would be good that I go to the computer programming course.
Would be better. Буде краще.
Would be better, yes. That and I entered to the Octon Web University, and now I say with you.
And now I am talking with you.
I am talking with you.
Say це казати, це інформацію.
Так, yes, так.
Okay, thanks Thanks a lot. Who else wanna try himself or herself? I will help you. Я буду допомагати виправляти, якщо що. Не бійтесь. Хтось може повторно ще сказати. Цікавіше. Хто вже говорив.
Can I try?
Yes.
Okay. Hi guys. My name is Pavel. I was born in Cherkasy city. Then, when I was 7 years, I
7 years old тоді. Або
7
7,
years old.
або 7 years old. Якщо 7 years, це буде неправильне вираження.
Okay, 7 years old. I started at school. Then, after I finished school,
I
finished school. I started. No, I'm going to the University of Fire Safety.
Я збираюся, так? Чи...
No, I have studied. I was studying at the university.
I'm studying. Ну, прямо зараз вчитайся.
No, I'm not now studying. I was studying.
You finished?
Yes, I finished.
Okay, so I've studied тоді. Або I've graduated, найкраще сказати. Я завершив з якимось ступенем університет. I've graduated my university. Це буде правильний вираз.
Okay, I've graded my university. Then I moved to the Kiev and have my first job of profession.
And got
my first job of my profession.
For profession.
For profession.
Your specialty.
Yes. Yes, for my profession. Then I left this job over 2 years and find another job
можна так сказати. I worked there for 3 years. Це буде правильний вираз. Я працював там протягом 3 років. After that, або afterwards, after that, старайтеся правильно будувати речення. Так по черзі, потрошки, помаленьку будуйте їх. After that, я знайшов,
I found better job. The job is in digital business, like this.
Okay, something like that. Okay.
And then I decided to be a full stack programmer.
And now, okay.
Yes, and now I study at Obo University.
Руслан, зам'юти, будь ласка, всіх.
Добре. Хвилинку. Окей, thanks. Блін, що це таке? Well, thanks a lot. But why do you choose to become a full stack programmer? You didn't like your previous job? What the main reason that you would like to become the full stack programmer?
Because in my company, some people have work at this
area.
At this area, yes.
Area.
And I think it is a perspective направление, perspective profession.
Okay.
And they have a lot of money on this profession.
So the first reason that it's well-paid job, right? And
it's an interesting job. And
what about you? It's interesting, right?
Yes.
You like?
Yes, I like.
Well done. Well, thanks. But what do you like the best on that? Right now you're studying. It's hard to you or not? It's difficult?
Yes,
studying?
it's difficult. It's difficult, but I'm trying.
Well, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Супер, бачите, отак треба помаленьку вчимося говорити. Хто ще?
Руслан, а як сказати це прокачує мій мозок?
It's upgrade my mind або my brain.
Brain. Okay.
Who the next candidate?
Можу спробувати.
Супер, пробуйте.
I was born in Lviv. My life was boring.
Could you fix your mic because I don't hear you? Because I really don't hear you right now. Could you fix it? Можете поправити мікрофон, бо я просто не чую нічого взагалі. Чують уривки, те, що ви говорите. Ні, погано.
Зараз?
О, зараз краще, давайте.
I was born in Lviv. I went to Sadok.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. And 2 years I was going.
I went there for 2 years. Я ходив туди протягом 2 років.
Власне,
або I visited, можна сказати, I visited it, I attended it. По-різному можна сказати це. Помаленько, потрошки говоріть. Далі, next.
Then I to school.
А що, to school, там пропущена дія якась.
Пішов, start.
Можна сказати, I started school. Бо просто, або я погано вас чую, або просто...
I went, я пішов, не може бути?
Може, та.
I went to school when I had 6 years. Так може бути?
Можна так сказати. When I turned 6 years, коли мені виповнилося 6 років, I started going to school.
After school, I started study at university.
Started studying. Друге дієслово ing.
Studying.
Start завжди ing. Старайтеся запам'ятати собі. Запам'ятовуйте конструкції.
Start studying.
Started studying.
Started studying in the university Lviv Polytechnica.
Lviv Polytechnic University.
Lviv Polytechnic University. And university. I was working in, and after Kyiv, what did you find? Huh?
Find – це в теперішньому часі, а в минулому – found.
Found. After Kyiv, I found work in Lviv. And
Можна, дивіться, як ще побудувати трошки переб'ю вас, просто буду старатися ще вам розказати, як правильно ж можна по-іншому це сказати. Наприклад, я шукав роботу. Як ви скажете? I was
searching.
Можна searching, але searching це більше в інтернеті. I was looking for a job. Правильно? And finally, I found it. І врешті-решт я її знайшов. In Lviv, у Львові, правильно? Тобто ви старайтеся так комбінувати, щоб це було так гарно, конструктивно, правильно. Ми вчимося, це нічого. Помаленьку буде виходити. Добре? Далі, продовжуйте.
And now I'm working and studying in Octon University.
At Octon Web University. Okay, where are you working right now?
In when де я зараз працюю?
Yes. Or you quit your work.
Now I'm working in IT, but I want upgrade my знання.
Knowledge. Okay, you work in IT area. In which position?
In position system administration.
Okay. Well, and you would like to upgrade your knowledge and become developer. JavaScript developer or Java developer? Java developer. Why do you choose Java?
Because Java is part of backend, not frontend, and як буде замовник?
Client, customer.
Customer and customer don't see backend but frontend, because I chose backend but not frontend.
But backend it's more difficult than front end.
I know.
Okay, you know that.
I provided.
Try.
Right. I tried front end and backend. I choose backend.
Okay, you choose the backend because you liked that more than front end. Yeah.
Yes, and customer look at for the project, see front end, but not.
I understand that meaning. I understand your idea. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thank you very much. Good. Well, who else? Давайте ще одна людина і будемо завершувати. І я думаю, що на наступний раз ми не почнемо з теми, а ще хто захоче, то може ще розказати, розповісти щось про себе. About your background. Окей? Ну, давайте, хто ще?
I can try.
Okay, do it.
I born in Lviv.
I was born.
I was born in Lviv, and next 11 years one not so interesting, but I leave the school from 9 class. And
Замовте себе, бо зараз хвилинку. Окей, continue.
And studying in cooking college.
Okay, you started studying at cooking college, так? Харчовий.
Yes.
Okay.
I was better student and leave the college with red diploma.
Left.
I left the college with red diploma.
Red diploma – це неправильний вираз.
Okay.
Чому колись називали червоний диплом? Це ще за Радянського Союзу він був просто червоний, тому що в Радянському Союзі був все популярно червоне. Це, як ви скажете, диплом з відзнакою. Це буде правильний вираз.
Я не знаю, як буде з відзнакою.
Diploma with honor. Все дуже просто.
Але honor – це честь.
Так, відзнака честь.
Okay. I left the college with a diploma with honor. And the next year, I moved to the Germany.
Okay.
And I started my studying. Як? Also chef.
Like as a chief.
As a chief. As a chief, and I was in Germany 3 years. I studied and worked. The profession
Okay, sorry that I interrupt you. You studied there at where? Where did you study it there?
As chef. Where?
At which university? Yes, university, academy, or just like that?
This was not university. This was school.
Cooking school, right?
That's right. This was cooking school, and studying was with practice. With practice in restaurant and hotel.
Restaurant and hotel. Okay.
The profession of chef was interesting, but has many problems. And after that time, I come back to Ukraine.
But with the troubles or problems you got there? Why did you decide to choose the really extremely another profession? I don't know, programmer, from cooking to programmer.
First problem was with bad attitude.
Okay.
Second first was with chief must very, very must very more work.
Hard working, yeah.
Hard working.
But in programmer, in development, you also should be a really hard working person.
It's right. But my hobby was computer games, and I was wondering how computer games were developed, and this is where I started my study of IT. I tried to begin studying in Germany, but I haven't have a problem with this.
There?
With there. And I started my studying in Ukraine. And it's my first IT studying
here
in
Ukraine.
In Ukraine, yep.
So I've got a question to you.
Yep.
Do you speak German fluently?
Yep, I have B2.
B2, good. So you studied English at school, or you German?
Yeah,
You studied
I
German.
haven't English at the school, but
You studied German, right?
But not some more.
Not much.
I learned to learn. I haven't Germany language from second class, but English was from 50 class.
Fifth class. Fifth.
Fifth. Okay.
In a year of five.
Five.
Okay. Good. So let's imagine that you finished the Acton University and found a job. You would like to go to Germany to work there, just in IT area, or stayed here?
I don't know correct, but I know German and German language, and it's not a problem. I must know find company offer.
Yeah, she got the offer. Thanks a lot. Дякую. Добре, друзі. Так, дякую за увагу. Дуже класно. До речі, німецька мова – це також дуже хороший скіл, насправді. Якщо будете хорошим фахівцем в технічній сфері, то ви можете, в принципі, працювати в Німеччині, якщо вільно володієте німецькою на рівні B2. Це дуже добре. Щодо наступного заняття, в нас за звичним графіком все буде. Відповідно, можемо провести наступне заняття. Хто ще бажає, може розказати про себе, про свій досвід роботи таким чином. Просто більше часу виділено на цього, щоб розказати. Можете собі на листочку написати і розказати це, правильно? Але не читаючи.
Було б класно, якби ми от реально більше спілкувалися, але ви нам давали такі теми, що ми от перший раз бачимо, і от по ситуації ніби якось так розбиратися і на ходу думати. Оце, мені здається, було б дуже класно. Бо ти от реально починаєш думати, більше так говорити.
Ну, все одно я стараюся вам давати навідні питання. Тобто,
Так, це от дуже класно, це дуже класна практика.
Ну, так що, це практика просто розмови, звичайна практика розмови. Так, добре тоді. Я подумаю, щодо наступного заняття, можливо, ми так і продовжимо говорити, але ще, крім того, будемо брати теми, тому що нам треба теми взяти. Ми однозначно будемо пізніше говорити. От, добре, давайте завершимо, бо в мене вже наступна група на 1 годину. Тому побачимось з вами на наступну суботу. Отже, дякую за заняття. See you.
Дякую вам.
Thanks.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.